Okay, so I'm gonna start dinner, and we are making steak quesadilla grandes. Never made them before, so this should be interesting. Steak, we're just gonna use stir fry strips. They're much easier, and I'll just cut them in like thirds. And then that'll be the meat that we're going to use with the veggies. So we're chopping up some jalapenos, and then we're gonna chop up some peppers, some tomatoes, and then we have some steak strips that we're cutting up as well. And that'll go into our mix that's gonna go into the quesadilla. All right, so what we've done is we've cut up some onions, some tomatoes with the seeds out of them, and then some jalapenos and some peppers. So the wraps that we'll be using are these extra large flour tortillas, and everybody will be using these except for me. I will use a low carb one and a smaller one so that I don't eat such a huge serving. So I have about a pound of the meat all cut up, and we're going to fry that up along with the veggies. For the cheese sauce, we need a pound of the white American cheese. We need a half a cup of milk, a tablespoon of butter, 2 teaspoons of the onion powder, garlic powder, ground cumin, and a pinch of cayenne pepper. Then I'm going to add in some diced tomatoes with habaneros, just a small amount, and then 1 small jalapeno pepper. So I'm going to add all that, melt it together, and I'll show you what that looks like. So the first thing we have to do is add in the milk, the butter, and the cheese, and then we're going to stir that around until everything is melted, and then we'll add the rest of the stuff. It's starting to look really good. The only thing is it looks a little thick, so I'll probably add a little bit of milk to it to make it just slightly thinner. Once it is to the desired consistency, meaning that it's all melted and smooth, we're going to add in our seasonings and peppers. So it looks like it's about ready. I did add a little bit more milk, so it's slightly thinner than what it was. All right, so it is pretty much all mixed in, melted together. I'm just gonna let it sit there and get a little bit hotter since I added everything in. But it looks pretty good, nice and thin, and everything is added in there. It looks really good and smells yummy. We are now ready to put everything together. So what we're going to do is we're going to brown the tortillas in my pan. And then once both sides are slightly browned and heated up, we'll then add in some of the veggies and meat, and then melt that together or blend it together, heat it up. And then we're gonna fold it in half and put some sauce on top of it. Once it's all done, this is pretty much how it looks. You got the sauce on top of it, and then of course you got your meat and your veggies on the inside, and you eat it like a quesadilla. Hey guys, so as you all saw, that quesadilla was delicious, and so I had made the big one and they ate it all. But I had the smaller one, which was plenty. But it was absolutely delicious, and I totally recommend that you all try it. And I did end up adding almost a cup of milk to the sauce itself by the time it was done, because it ended up getting so thick. So you may have to end up adding more milk to it to make sure it's thinner and stays thin. But we definitely had leftover, so I'll be having that for lunch tomorrow, so that's good. But yeah, I totally recommend that you guys try the recipe and let me know what you guys think. All right, so thanks for watching.